Greetings. We're here for one last wilderness adventure. The Lower John Day Wilderness Study Area, Northern Oregon. It's a breezy spring day, but the weather and the high water has got the boaters beat, and so even though we weren't planning on coming back out here ever again, there's no one out here this time, so there's no shortage of empty landscapes for us to savor. And we're here in Sherman County, which is one of the northern counties bordering Washington on the Columbia River. It's the only unforested county in Oregon. It has no actual forests. There's just groves and small stands of trees here and there. As you can see in this treeless landscape, you can see as far as you want, pretty much. All the way out to the wind towers out on the horizon. And we're here on this really steep hillside called Ruggles Grade, getting ants on us. And this used to be the access for the homestead down here, this little flat area down here. And if you can imagine coming in here long ago on horseback or on a wagon, my goodness. You wouldn't want to leave the house very often, having to come up and then down this. We have modern, brakes with discs and pads and hydraulics, and they had a lever that they would press against the wheel of the wagon, and that's it. If you couldn't keep pressing on it, that was it. You'd lose control. It was up to the oxen or the horses or the mules to take care of it. Getting buzzed by a turkey vulture. Beautiful spring day. It's the sort of season that we like to be out here. Normally it's very hot and dry and brutal. It's a very windy place out here with no trees, open landscapes. That's why there's the wind towers. Completely marring the landscape. Yep, we don't like them. They're not the most sustainable energy, really. But at every bend, even the next bend up here, this bend down here, and up on the other side, the one thing they didn't want to take with them when they moved out were the wood stoves. And you can find, I know of 3 wood stoves right in this little area, over there in this bend and the next one, just sitting there. 2 of them are completely intact, one's in pieces down here below us. And it seems like they just didn't want to haul the metal out. It's kind of funny. There's a couple old wells you can find here and there, and old foundations where there used to be the house. You can see stands of cottonwoods they planted for windbreaks. And some firewood too, I'm sure. But there's always no shortage of wildflowers in springtime out here. Everything from the beautiful balsam roots blooming. Lupins are just about to start happening. There's everything you could think of, from chicory to dock to stands of cattails, bulrush, so many wonderful chervil for seasoning. You can't even imagine the abundance that suddenly appears for just a short window out in these deserty areas. It's really amazing. And as we often say, we don't like the disruption. People making a lot of noise in places like this, and places like this often get overrun. But for now, it's absolutely empty, and that's the way we like it. No one for miles. Except, as always, termites? Well, that's a little different. Nah, just kidding. As always, ants. Hi. There you go. Little worker there at the mouth. And all their little friends off in the weeds. Oh, bitey little ants. This is one of those landscapes that is not free of ants from the very top to the very bottom. So watch where you step. Hey, thank you for joining us. That's one last look Lower John Day River, the Lower John Day River Wilderness Study Area.